Hey thriller fans, let's talk about. I think I'm going to make myself quite unpopular with this video, but I'm going to say it because it gets my pip. This can also be a majortation. Minitations are the little things that get you pip throughout the day. This could be a majortation. I'm the member of quite a lot of the big thriller groups on Facebook. We're talking about thrillers. We're talking about dark, psychological, twisted thrillers. And I'm getting let's start by saying I know people are triggered. I know people have suffered. I know people have genuine, real triggers. This isn't directed at them. I'm getting a bit sick of people being pathetic. In a thriller, I'm picking my words. I am picking my words because I know this isn't going to go down well. In a thriller, you expect people to die. You expect people to be hurt. You expect children to die and animals to be hurt. And it's horrific. That's the whole point of thriller writing and horror writing and all of the other genres that may include unpleasant topics. If people can't cope with this, why the hell are they in a thriller group? I'm going to get such a backlash for this, but I feel that it has to be said. I read a fantastic book last week, The Abduction of Grace by Anthony Hulse. And it does include, it is about a little girl being kidnapped in Portugal. Excuse me. And I mentioned it on one of the thriller groups and said how fabulous it was. And somebody said, quote, "I think I'll have to wait until my son's older to read that." Why? I wasn't asking a son to read it. It's all getting a bit pathetic. Which brings me to the point of this let's talk about majortation. People are slating authors and giving them negative reviews, DNFs, 1 stars. The general public and readers, I don't think they realise how impacting that is for an indie author. So, twofold. Let's talk about what it does to them personally when they get slammed with negative reviews for having an unpleasant subject in a book. Some of these authors have put 2, 3, 5 years into writing their book. And to be absolutely slammed and slated and people calling for them to be cancelled, isn't it the genre? Don't you expect that in a thriller? I'm not talking about the people who are genuinely triggered. People do have genuine triggers. I know that. I'm not getting at them. I'm getting at the bandwagon jumpers who are just being a little bit pathetic. Let's be honest about it. Oh, I can't read that. Oh, I can't read anything where a dog dies. So you're in the wrong group, darling. Join an Enid Blyton group. Join Noddy in Toy Town. It is a thriller group. There are going to be unpleasant subjects. If you want sweet tea parties and romance and happy ever afters, go to a happy ever after group. Don't join a thriller group and then whinge about it and complain on Amazon and Goodreads about how traumatised you were, unless you were genuinely traumatised. If you do have a genuine trigger. For instance, my mother was drowned when I was 5 years old. I was in an ambulance when the frogmen brought her up. I had nightmares for years. I don't go into a quivering jelly. If somebody mentions drowning in a book, I might find it a little bit uncomfortable. I have an enormous vomit phobia, vomit and phlegm, to the point that I find them difficult to talk about. If I come across vomit and phlegm in a book, I'll skip a page. If it's really graphic and really bad and it makes me heave, I just skip that page. No big deal. Let's not then go on to Amazon and give a review saying DNF 1 star, somebody vomited and it made me feel queasy. A little bit of common sense. Come on, we're adults. It's not as though we're asking 6-year-olds and 8-year-olds to read these thrillers. I'd be as up in arms as the next person. We are grown adults. Surely we can read a blurb and discover from the blurb where it's likely to go. I think the people who are genuinely triggered and traumatised by things they read in books are few and far between. The rest of them, I think they're just jumping on a bandwagon and, oh, I'm a bit niche about this, so don't read it. You know, there's 10 million books, billion books being published every year or however many. Choose something pleasanter and kinder and gentler if you don't like the deep psychological thrillers where unpleasant subjects are addressed. That's my rant. What do you think? Come and talk to me about it. I know I'm going to get blasted and I'm afraid it's my opinion and I stick to it. I think it's all a bit pathetic, and pathetic is the word I'm using. Choose your reading matter. And by that, I don't mean choose your reading matter after you've started reading one, or, you know, coming onto a thread and saying, oh, I'm going to be traumatised by that. Just don't read it. It's no biggie. Pick something nicer. Rant over. Thank you very much. Nice chat.